What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 19 in my 7th annual 31 Days of Horror. This is a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October, leading right up to Halloween. And continuing along here, no challenge criteria today, but we are continuing with the 1982 flicks, which seems to be a sub-theme of this 31 Days of Horror. The 7th year. So 1982's Deadly Eyes, which I have on the Scream Factory Blu-ray here. This is a Blu-ray that I bought right around when it went out of print. I don't remember if it was going out of print and I hurried up and picked it up, or if it was right before. But yeah, this disc is out of print, one of the few Scream Factories to actually go out of print. And I'm not sure what it runs now, but I had it sealed sitting on the shelf. Been wanting to check it out because I love my killer animal flicks, so finally got around to it. And I gotta say, it was pretty fun. So it follows a health inspector who is dealing with some produce that has some steroids in it, and the rats, I think it's set in Canada, in Toronto or something like that. The rats, the subway rats, have been eating this stuff, growing to monstrous sizes, and it's up to her and her love interest, who kind of takes over the film a little bit, a high school basketball coach, to stop these rats from taking over the city. And yeah, it's giant rats. You know, they're not too big, but you know, they're a lot bigger than, actually, honestly, there are probably rats that get this size in certain rare cases, but not a lot of them like this. And it essentially follows them as they're dealing with this rat situation. They don't know what it is at first, but eventually, you know, science and experiments and, you know, looking into things leads to the fact that there's rats that are killing the citizens. And I gotta say, man, the rats in this are really funny, because I think I was told, and you could see it, that they dressed up like little dogs as rats, so that's how you get all these rats moving and stuff. It's really funny, because they don't like move like rats that much. They move more like dogs, which leads to some funny scenes. But you can't really tell that much unless you're really paying attention. But it's cool. And the rats themselves, they look okay. They're a little rubbery looking, but you know, it's comes with the territory with these killer animal movies of the 80s and 70s. But it's really fun. And there's this weird love interest thing going on with these characters, the high school basketball coach and the health inspector. And there's also this weird thrown-in thing where a student at the high school comes on to the basketball coach and is trying to seduce him and stuff, and that's really kind of throwing a wrench into his game with the other chick that he's trying to you know, actually be in a relationship with. I'd say the love stuff gets a little bit in the way. Like there's a long, you know, drawn out scene of, you know, these two hooking up and making love, and it's a little cheesy by today's standards, and you've seen it a million times. Not too many kills or like great gore in this one, but it was enough. You know, you felt the threat of the rats, and there's actually one scene which is like, it happens off camera, but it's kind of brutal early on in the movie, very mean spirited. And from that point on, I was just in it. I was like, all right, I like what you're doing, movie. That's cool. But it's kind of basic. Besides that, you know, nothing too crazy. It's cool to have the winter setting. You know, it's in Canada, I think Toronto, and it's during the winter time, so there's snow, which is pretty cool. You know, I didn't expect that with this film, but yeah, pretty fun movie. I came in at a 7 out of 10, solid stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Peace.